throws it back at Coates. And, boy, you had to make him swing and go inside. They're going to walk him. He'll walk to first. Big man. Marcus Coates Jr. will advance to first plate. And number 7, Camden Kapusta, is up next to hit for the Comets.
Kapusta had a really nice night. He's batting .667 right now. He had 2 hits on the night on 3 plate appearances. And I thought also that Kapusta really, he was the one, I believe, that made that throw to third base.
Yes, sir. I think so.
But right now, Garner is really right now is in a bad position. They have runners on first and second. Double play ball is in, but there are no outs right now, and Kapusta is at the plate. Batting .667 coming into this game. There's a little bunt action, a well-bunted ball, and everybody's going to get there. That ball was bunted right between the third baseman and the pitcher, and there was nowhere to go with the ball.
What an
and that's going to be
by
a
Camden
base,
Kapusta.
And that will be counted as a base hit. We call that small ball.
And up next to hit with Kapusta. The bases are loaded, might I add.
And nowhere to put anybody.
Bases loaded. Number 8 at the plate, Jackson Dunlop, and still no outs in the bottom of the first. What an opening presence by the Comets here tonight at Pleasant Field. And me and you discussed this. They came so close to winning against Garner the other night. Just simply made a mistake there at the end. And a swing and a strike there. 0-2 on your count now. Bases are loaded. All white around the diamond here in Clayton.
And nobody out.
No one out. Still score 2-1. Swing down the plate. And they're going to call ball on that one. Counts even now at 2-1.
Looked a little low there. The pitch.
Dings one. Throws it into home. A sacrifice is made. Out goes Dunlop at first. Number 20, Tristan Rooney, will come in to score. Coates and Kapusta will advance to third and second. And one out with now Reynolds Hall to the plate. And catcher number 14, senior.
And it's 3-1.
Or sophomore.
It's 3-1 in the bottom of the first inning.
Yes. Where do we explain this dominance that Clayton's got right here so far?
Well, they're just hitting the ball. They're picking the ball up and they're hitting the ball. There's just no other way to get around it.
Making it happen for sure. And right now the score is 3-1. Strike called on Hall. 1-1 even now.
And I'm sure Coach Lusk has got to be pleased with his offensive performance thus far. Bases loaded. Man on second and third. High pitch, ball 2. But, I mean, when you're advancing runners and you're running your offense, that sacrifice was a play that they wanted to advance and get another run in.
For sure.
So that won't even count as an at-bat, but he'll get an RBI for it. And ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner on second and third. 1 out. And the Clayton Comets are just generating runs tonight so far. And it's early.
Up by 2. Still in the first. Pitch by Garner.
It's high.
He just swung at it. No, he didn't. They're going to call ball 4. They're going to walk him.
Ball was high.
And the bases are loaded around the diamond again.
Wow.
And here comes number 1. Patrick Mann, left field junior. And if we got somebody coming in to pinch run for him, as looks like
number 15.
Number 15 will come in. That's Jashawn Jacobs. We met this young man the other night. He'll pitch run. He'll pitch run for Reynolds Hall. And number 1, who can knock it deep, left fielder junior Patrick Mann, number 1, is at the plate for the Comets. Pitch. Still in the early going of this one. We are still smack dab, even though we've been 35 minutes live on the air, in the first inning. 3 runs scored for the Comets. Bases are loaded now for the second time, and now we have a strike called, and the count's at 1-1 even. Bruce, just sheer dominance by Brandon Lusk and the Comets tonight.
Absolutely.
Bottom line. Still in the early going, a swing and a strike. Now the count at 1-2 with the bases loaded. Coates, Kapusta, and Jacobs all at the mound at plates 1, 2, and 3. At the plate hitting is again Patrick Mann.
Strike him out.
They strike him out, first out of the game. Felt bad for Patrick because Patrick's one of those deep hitters, and I wondered if he was trying to find that pitch to try to knock it deep and just couldn't find one, and they struck him out. Number 5, Sam Carmillo. Sophomore, third baseman at the plate now. Number 5 with the bases still loaded, might I add.
Yeah, and this is going to be Garner's 32nd pitch, and it's fouled off in
the
this
nets.
inning.
Yes, sir. Hear the birds chirping. Thought he was seeing stars there for a minute. Everybody will still stay in their places around the mound here, around Pleasant Field. Bases are loaded. Garner pitching for Garner. Pitch comes in. Ball on that one. The count is now at 2-1. Number 5 at the plate, Sam Carmillo. Still early in this one. And strike called. Counts even at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. 2 outs in there, trying to get that final out of the game, and it's knocked down the first base line. You're exactly right, Bruce, and it will stay. It will not. It'll stay. He'll have to come back and hit again. Yes, sir.
2-2 right now, and this actually is the 9th batter that Clayton has sent to the plate, so they have batted around, if you will.
Yes, sir. Going back to the top of the rotation here in just a moment. Pitch down the plate to first. He missed it. He's safe. Oh, they about had a crash. And he thought better of it. Good work there by Jashawn Jacobs. He thought about running in there, but he did it. Good strategy by Jacobs in 15, knowing that he could have went out.
So now we've got
And Coach Lusk is now making his way to first. The umpire and the coach are having a word here. With the line coach and the player of Jacobs at first, number 15.
So the count is full on Camillo.
Yes. Carmelo, full count, 3-2. The bases.
We got runners on the corners right now.
Got a runner that just scored, actually. Clayton just had a score as Marcus Coates just came in. Kapusta advances to third. And again, Jacobs is at first. We're at 4-1. Pitch, and they'll call strike 3, and finally, that will wrap up the first.
37 pitches by the Garner hurlers in that inning. So.
Wow.
Yep. Wow is the right way to say it. I'd even say that backwards.
Wowzers.
4 runs on 6 hits. There was 1 error and 2 men left. At the end of 1, it's the Comets of Clayton, North Carolina 4, Garner High School 1.
An outstanding first inning presence for Brandon Lusk and the Comets here. at Pleasant Field. Comets baseball rolls on. It's 4-1. Top of the second coming up next here on the CRN Sports Network.
I'm a student athlete, which means I'm still learning.
I'm still growing.
I'm getting important lessons about perseverance, teamwork,
determination, respect, and dedication through playing sports at my school.
Mom, Dad, Coach, in a few years,
I'll probably forget a lot of the details, but I won't forget the lessons I learned
from the way you act towards my teammates,
coaches, referees, and other fans.
What kind of lesson do you want me to learn? I'm watching.
Sportsmanship, together we make the right call.
This message has been brought to you by the North Carolina High School Athletic Association.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
Mitchell, Lucas.
Top of the second. Back on the air here on the CRN Sports Network. Bruce Barrett, Wesley Outlet here with you. And Garner ready to start a new inning.
Ball outside. It'll be Mitchell, Lucas, and Wembley in the hole.
Jackson Mitchell hitting number 5 for the Trojans. Pitch comes in. Strike called. Counts even at 1-1. So we mentioned we got a lot of coverage for you on the CRN Sports Network this weekend if you love ball sports. We've got, of course, baseball and softball. The Lady Comets are across the way here. We'll try to give you an update if we can on the score for them. But, we're here for our second baseball game of the year.
And we'll be here all year.
Yes, sir.
Covering the Comets baseball program. The catcher went up to the mound there, probably going over some signals and everything, making sure we know what we're going to be looking at when it comes through the plate. That's important for a catcher.
Tristan Rooney's already scored earlier in this game in the first, and now he's back at the plate pitching. Counts at 1-2. Pitch comes in, then they're going to call ball. Now we're even at 2-2. Garner coming off of a win against Clayton, but they lost to Wake Forest the other night. Wake Forest Roseville beat them in a game, 3-2.
I'll tell you what, it's got to be a lot easier to pitch when you have a 4-1 lead after the first inning.
For sure. Swing.
It's a high fly ball.
Left center. Getting under it in time. 3 different players fighting for it. Catch was by Capusta. Camden Capusta at left field. Or Patrick Mann. I'm sorry, it's Patrick Mann. At left field making the catch and making it now a out.
Good communication, though, by the left fielder and the center fielder who went out there. The center fielder went behind the left fielder just in case there was a problem out there, but there was no collision. That's just good communications. Swing and a miss.
Number 3 at the plate, Jackson Lucas. Boy, he was a game changer in Wednesday night's game.
Oh, yeah, he's a good ball player.
Jackson Lucas, number 3. He's the third baseman freshman. A freshman, might I add. The pitch comes in from Rooney. Down the plate. They're going to call ball. Counts even at 1-1.
Looked like it was a little low and inside as the umpire takes a look at the ball and says, we'll put that in the bag. We'll keep that one.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2-1, Garner Trojans. Garner Magnet Trojans under the direction of Derek Gafina hosting here at Clayton, the Pleasant Field. The Comets, Brandon Lusk welcoming Garner here. They lost 0-1 on the season after a 3-2 loss the other night, and now Clayton is up 4-1. And a different strategy by the Comet players,
foul ball
for sure, than last Wednesday.
And that's going to make your count now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Tomorrow night, we host Apex. It'll be live on the CRN Sports Network. Airtime at 6:45 for pregame. First pitch at 7. And then they have a nice little break until they play Wake Forest, who Garner lost to, might I add, on Friday.
Last pitch high and outside and make a full count on the number 7 batter.
And then we'll prepare for what we have talked about, softball action for
swing and a miss.
Mr. Parrish and the Lady Comets. We'll prepare for their games, their coverage of how their year is going to be. We'll have their schedule coming up, including this week. as they are playing tonight, might I add. They're playing tonight against